good evening to everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished numerologists to the first International Numerology Workshop. As discussed during our forum that was held on 18th November 23, the sole objective today is to collectively and on a single platform discuss the concerns and problems that you may be facing while practicing this vast science. The flow of today's workshop will be: we would firstly be starting with a brief discussion by Dr. J.C. Chaudhary. Thereafter, we shall be moving to the questions that all of you have sent us. We shall be discussing those.
My dear friends, this is a great day where all the learned numerologists are meeting to discuss whatever they have learned so far, to find out problems and discuss the problems. Now this workshop is really going to help in many ways in the life. And the first point which we discussed last time also, I am confused with one thing regarding the values given to the alphabet by different numerologists. In the world, it is not a single uniform system, which is really causing concern. So major discussion initially we will do on this point, how to bring it to one level. At certain places, I find they don't consider name of the person, date of birth of person, but they consider the nationality number into consideration. So whatever number is taken, the answer is numbers are very important and dynamic, and they speak. So in our India, there is Aadhaar card, which is a unique number given to everybody. We can do the calculation on Aadhaar card also. One of my learned friend told that they don't follow this thing. They follow nationality number. Then also I tried the Aadhaar card number. And my calculation was very good on Aadhaar card number also. But when I calculated on the PAN number, they were not correct. Because PAN number is not correct, it was anti to my things. So I could realize that there is always a problem with income tax. So this number has not been given to me nicely. So I correlated that way also. So because you also agree with me, if there is a single value for every number, then whole world will resonate with the same frequency. One person moves to any part of the world, he will have the same answer from all numerologists. Now one person travels anywhere, he finds different answers and they become confused. So this is what we try to do it also here. We gave the nomenclature, took the nomenclature of around 30 students, 30 people who were working in the office. They calculated the number, we calculated the number by 3 methods, which are there in numerology, and we found some results are there, but they are not very correct. I can say their domination is not there. They are mixed type of responses there. So I would like to invite suggestions from all of you, because this is a very big problem. If we solve this problem, it will be a great contribution to the world. So let us, with open mind, discuss how can we solve this problem of single value of alphabet to every, you can say, system.
Innovative idea of J.C. Chaudhary really appreciate, because universally we need a system. Otherwise, non-believers, some people, they may criticize, because the system should not differ with 2 persons or 3 persons. Should be the unique number. So the system is universally good. Really thankful to Mr. J.C. Chaudhary. The idea is excellent, useful to the entire world and all numerologists, and not even for public also. They will realize, yeah, this is a unique system. No difference, no argument, nothing else. That is my opinion.
There is one difficulty in this. Let us say I take my example. If I am following one particular system for the last 40 years, now when I start with the other system, I find hindrance and blockage in my mind to accept that system, because the results will not start coming different. So this is happening perhaps with every numerologist who are following for the last so many years, and they are supposed to follow other system. They find a lot of problems. So these are the genuine problems. Now we are here to make our mind very sharp to discuss how to solve this problem. Because this is a major question, major problem.
So I came to that since more than 35 to 45 years you are following one system. I know that is a Chaldean system. And similarly, I'm also versus the organization, I shouldn't say the individually, following the same Chaldean system more than 27 years. But I tried one or two times with other systems. As you said, I found some differences. And this Chaldean system, when I'm giving 100% result, so automatically I thought I should go with it. So second point comes, what about the other numerologists? So when I did a short survey, out of 100 numerologists in the universe all over US and UK, more than 80 to 90% they are following Chaldean system. So we need some base. Why should you follow a Chaldean system? And first of all, I say Chaldean system numerology is from India. Numerology subject is from India. Next it went to Chaldean. Then there is the Chaldea country, it has become Chaldean. Coming to the second system, suppose the Pythagoras system is there in Greek country, when it gone to Greek country, only arranged in systematic way like 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 1 to 9. After JH, I will come to 9, 1 to 9, only system is there. I didn't find till today any books written on Pythagoras system. Numerology, as we know, so we need a lot of support to this system. World famous Kiro, the father of numerology, sometimes you correct, he used to follow only this Chaldean system only. And Linda Goodman, a lady numerologist from US, she is also following Chaldean system. Basing all the supportive points and self, my experience as your 30-40 years experience into this, and my 27 says that Chaldean system is giving good results. When you try for other system, definitely it varies. For example, even in astrology also, there is a moon system, sun system differs. After 12 o'clock, I think one question is there also. When the question comes, I'll explain that. After 12, what before 12? Should I consider 10th or 11th? One question is there in question. When it comes, I'll explain.
Anybody else?
Hi,
Yes.
Richard here. Yeah, just want to put in some inputs about. I just put in a chat. I was just wondering that for this research initiative, Dr. Chaudhary is like, have we actually considered the potential effects of cultural differences across the world, right? Because the various numerology systems that's been developed, I would say you have a cultural context to it. And I have a fear or a doubt that is it actually feasible to have a universal numbering system, because the perception of the numbers could be different and it developed through time and potentially through cultural geographical differences that makes us be attuned to a certain numbering method. That's why there's a following, and that's why a system was born.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bharatiya, the numerologist from Dubai, and thank you for inviting me to the INF workshop. Now, first of all, as we say about the universal system that we need, what Dr. J.C. Chaudhary is proposing, I would say it would differ in many places. Like I have been living in Dubai, and I have seen many numerology, charts, and in that, what I have found, calculating with the Chaldean and the Pythagoras, I found Pythagoras working more in my area, because I have seen from the Western people coming from different parts of the world, and they come and live in Dubai, which has become very cosmopolitan country as UAE. Now, in this, every walk of life which steps into UAE, they have shown that the Pythagoras works more. Which regards to that, I have written a book on numerology, self-discovery through numbers. So my research has been different from the Chaldean, because I have studied Chaldean as well. So looking at both perspective, both methods, I find Pythagoras working more.
I have some two explanations for this. First of all, when a person starts development from the month number 1, and it goes on up to 8th month, in the 8th month, which is month of Saturn, the destruction starts, autolysis starts, and simultaneously autogenesis also starts. the destruction of the things take place and construction of the new things takes place. So after 8, number 1 starts, 9 doesn't come. So that is why on the 8th, the end of the life, they depict. This is one theory. Secondly, in the first 5 months of pregnancy, 5 senses they develop. And in the 6 months, 6 senses develop, which is also called as pineal gland develops in some people. 7th month, 7 sense develop, which is above the body, that is spiritual sense. And in the 8th month, they develop the last sense, which does not pertain to the body. When the people move away from the body, and you can see in our religions, there are many people who can survive for many years without food and water. So that means they are having gone into 8th sense, which is the last sense, and that is the end of the life. So that is why 9th sense never develop, nor it is. So 8th sense is the last one, and after that the beginning of the new life starts. These are the 2 explanations I thought, and I read also somewhere.
Miss Katie, I suppose you want to add something?
Gopi Krishna.
Yeah, I was just listening to what you said. For me, the 0 intensifies the number next to it. I work with Pythagorean and, of course, use the 9, and I feel the energy of the 9. And my work with thousands of people that I do readings with is that the 0 literally intensifies the energy. It doesn't reduce it in my world of numerology.
Mr. MGK, I suppose wants to also add something to this?
Yeah, madam. I want to add one single point to J.C. Chaudhary's. Regarding baby's delivery, I asked a question to a gynecologist. I said, nowadays many people, I want a 10th delivery, I want 11th delivery, or New Year's delivery. Some people are asking, what will you do as that gynecologist? She says, after completion of 8th month, any time, or 2nd week or 3rd week, after completion of 8 months, 2nd or 3rd week, we'll agree, any date, but not before 8 and not before 9 months. So this is also important point in that. She's a lady gynecologist from US, also one lady in Hyderabad also. It's a very important point. Even they are also saying, after completion of 8th month, they are ready to deliver. Where the first week or 2nd quarter it is, not beyond after 9 months. After 9 months. So that was the concern. Secondly, whatever the discussion we are doing, number 9, even in Chaldean system also we are using. See, what I came to know, there is only Pythagorean system 9 are following, not in the Chaldean system. Chaldean system also following. Character is same. In Chaldean system also 9 number you call Mars. In Pythagoras we call the Mars. The character is same. Very straightforward and dynamic, daring, everything. Character is not, everything is okay. The only thing is in alphabetical order, PF is 8 in Chaldean system and IR is in the Pythagoras system. Even coming to Chaldean system, just now Chaudhary said, if it is 18 date of the Chaldean, 9 only, 1 plus 8, 9 only. If it is 9, yes, 9th number only, we are calculating. Even in the Chaldean system also, we are getting same important. The only thing is, the alphabetical order is different. Chaldean system also 9 we are following. If it is 27, but we say it is 9 only. Yeah,
Thank
over
you.
to Delhi.
Thank you.
So thank you all. Thank you, sir. We'll get started with the questions now of the day. The first question for the day is, normally everybody celebrates his or her birthday and gets best wishes from people. But there are some numbers that are anti to themselves. For instance, 2 is anti to 2, 4 is anti to 4, 6 to 6, 7 to 7 and 8 to 8. So, how can birthday be unlucky for such people? The question is, should they keep low line with the mindset that these numbers are anti to them? That means the date of birth is unlucky for them. Is it true? And the first one to message who'd like to answer this question is Miss Sandy.
Right. So I don't know where this anti comes from. You know, it really doesn't make sense at all. And no birthday is basically unlucky. A birthday is when you are born and there are difficulties because you can't talk, you can't walk, you can't serve yourself or anything like that. But as you get into one's life, I don't see how, I don't know where this anti comes from.
This isn't exactly what, well, let me just say that I do not believe that, I do believe that every number has a lesson. It's not like a bad or a bad luck. It's a lesson.
We'll move on to the next question. Why it is important in numerology to see the time of birth, particularly if the child is born 1.5 to 2 hours before the sunrise or after 12 midnight.
I'm from Melbourne and we have daylight savings, so the question might have been meant a different way, but at the moment we have daylight savings, so we forward the clock 1 hour. So just because and it's different per state, so what happens is that the local government will decide that because the Grand Prix is going to have to be on in 3 weeks later this year or in March or April, they're going to leave daylight savings on, which increases the time for 1 hour, then that impacts on the birth date.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, so as per my understanding, with due respect to all the people here, what Sandy said, what JC sir is saying, what the other person, I mean, I feel there is a lot of cultural difference. I mean, what I suppose here, with due respect to you, Sandy, to Ellison, to everyone rather, who are not residing in India, here we actually follow probably a lot of time system. I mean, astrologically also somewhere there are a lot of considerations, though we understand the concept of date.
Mr. MGK wants to add also to this answer.
Yeah, good evening to all. I am MGK from Hyderabad. So this question is related to Indian astrology, closely related. In India, we have the two systems. One is moon system and the second one is the sun system. First one is called Nirayana, second one is called the Soyana. So before 12 or 12:30, it is called the moon based. So it is one almanac is also there. This is if it is Sunday, it will be Sunday only. If the delivery takes after 12:30 or 1 o'clock, even after 12 also, not even 12 also, it is concerned next day Monday. So these two out of these two systems, India, most of the Indian people, they used to follow only moon system. Some years back, some 10 years back. The second system is the Western system, called the Western system. There is also again astrology. It's a minimally Western system. But the Western people, they took it. For example, life example, like a lifelong life example is, when do you consider New Year Day? Worldwide I'm talking, universally. When do you consider, New Year's Day? The big clock will be there, people will go there, joined with new dress and all. The 11, 12, countdown, 1, 2, 3, 11:49, 11:15. The moment it's at 12 o'clock, Happy New Year. But ancient Indian people, they laugh at, there is no sunrise, these fools people. Where is the New Year? South Indian, it is called the Ugadi. In Tamil Nadu, the Ugadi, they consider only sunrise is important and as per astrology. But entire universe, New Year days comes after 12, immediately. Not 12:30, 2.5, 3.5 hours. Immediately comes universally. That's why Western people, they are following the sun-based. Indian people, they follow moon-based. But recently, Calcutta, in India, Calcutta, they have published a unique almanac. It is called Rashtriya Panchang from Calcutta. So now it is the entire Panchangas in India, they are following again Western system. And for your information, what is numerology? The question, what is numerology? Because closely related with astrology, foundation is astrology, we are following sun system. Out of this sun system we are following. That is why if any client comes, sir, my child birth took place 1:30, he said just next day only. Immediately, without any second thought. Because we are following Western system of astrology, that is numerology. Both are same. If it is after 12 o'clock, we can say next day or date. If it is Monday, next day it comes on Tuesday. So we should not forget about the Indian astrology also. That's repeatedly I'm talking Indian, not only Indian astrology. The subject numerology is also hailed from India only. Birthplace only from India. In various countries there are different systems like Kabbalah, and we should not criticize Pythagoras bad, Chaldean is good on that. The purpose of meeting is we have to take the plus points, anything to be added, like just now Chaudhary said.
With this, we move to the next question. can we calculate the tentative date of death for any person? I repeat, can we calculate the tentative date of death for any person?
Yes, yes, 100%.
And Mr. MGK also wants to say something to this, sir.
Yeah, madam. Two things are not in our hands, madam. Two things are not in our hands. Our birth date, when you should come to this earth and when you should go. Two things are not in our hands. That is number one. Everybody has to accept it. The second question, as a numerologist, you know very well, every numerologist, what I believe, is a psychologist, is a counselor. You have to save the lives of the people, how to save them only person, not negative. Suppose if a client asks, what about my lifespan? After doing some calculation, madam, your husband hardly lives about 1 year. If you express this prediction or whatever it is, the next month that fellow may go because of the depression. And the side effect will be entire family members, his daughter, son, everybody feels, my dad is going through 1 year only span, 1 year only. Lot of problems will be there. So I never accept this question. If anybody asks, you ask any question. Which two things are not in our hands, should be naturally happen according to God's law. That is my principle.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Garima.
The same thing what Mr. MGK said.
Adi.
Also, we have input coming from Mr. Pradeep. The next question is twin children. Okay, so twins that are born on the same date and time, but they end up with different destinies. So, how do we use numerology to reflect their personalities? And from whom can we expect inputs? Oh, we have Mr. MGK.
Yeah. We did research, madam, in 2002, invited all the astrologers from India. It is called Astro Miracle 2002. There was a project regarding only twins. One gentleman is also a numerologist, come astrologist. He took 400, twins, starting from 5 years age group to 5 to 10, 20, like that, 5 to 50 years. We got 400 twins are there. Then I took all the information. So coming to astrology and even numerology also, they both will be same date, same month, same year, almost same time also. Hardly 3 to 4 minutes gap will be there. If you calculate there any future or any characters just based on birth date and destiny, life part date, we can't say anything. Everything is same. Both are number 3, number 9, number 9 also. But immediately after 3rd month in India, after 3rd month or 4th month, he will be named. That is our numerology, beauty of it. Once they are named, 2 different names will be there. Mostly arithmetically, her girl names Hema Malini and Hema Shalini, like a Ram Balram, arithmetic they'll put it. But the spellings are different. When you calculate the 2 different spellings, we get 2 different characters. In Hindi and in Telugu, some movies, twins base, every action will be same. If the first guy marries to a husband, the second guy also marries second only. If the first person who meets any accident, second person at the same time, same day will also meet. So that is only a movie. In real, that also we did research. Twins, it is not 100% don't resemble each and every action, food habits, everything differs. So how do we know? Only numerology, not astrology here. I'm sorry to say not astrology. Because only astrologers they approached me. How to, it's very difficult, these twins. So by taking 2 different names, you get 2 different numbers. My own nephew and another 2 boy and girls are there. So I took my own, now they are grown 23 years. Since 0 age I am following about their characters. Both are 2 different. Resembling also not there. Not exactly the same face, same nose, everything. Resemblance also, most of the twins they differ. Taste will be different, but definitely according to numerology, date of birth, character, 20 to 30%, some resemblance. Both will have ice cream, both will have coffee like that. But not 100% all the food habits, all day-to-day actors, characters, nothing will be there. So it will differ. So when they approach us, we can give a good names according to the we have to change the 2 different names. The name will also impact. Just now somebody was telling. That is called the numerology also. So name has got, as per my calculation and research, by birth date, remember, it's my own research, by birth date, only we can tell anything, any character, only 25%. When you calculate the entire spelling, like Amitabh Bachchan, Aishwarya Rai, middle name, first name, entire, when you calculate, you get a number. That gives 75 to 80% character. When you add these 2, birth name and name level, you get 100%. That person feel very happy. That is that research rate. If you want, I can send that book also. 400 twins book. It was a PhD I submitted to university, submitted to my MGK organization, and that was staying in Hyderabad only. I'll try to send it to as soon as possible. Or to Delhi.
Well, we have few more inputs that we see. Ms. Garima Google.
Yeah. So my input would be definitely the date of births are same, but the name spellings make a lot of difference. So probably from that we can differentiate the characteristics of both the children or baby, whatever.
Okay, perfect. We also have Miss Pari.
Yes, it's about not only the twinning and as per the date and as per the born, their blood brother and sister. I've seen the people twinning outside the forum of the birth mother. So in this twinning, what I have realized that if your vibration is matching, maybe in a name or in your work. Maybe a artist, if you say, or if you see a numerologist or anything, you will find that unique and the number which is matching each other's vibration. So that is also twinning, and in that also you will find the identical. So that is what is my research all about. Over to you.
We have Miss Greer, who also has something to add to this.
Yes, I smile when I see this because my very close friend had twins, and they came in like, I don't know, maybe they were around 20. They were like just starting college.
See the attention of the two babies and the environment in which they are being nourished and the things how they are doing and how they are capturing the different experience in life. That also will make difference between the two babies.
I'll just reiterate the question again. If anyone is marrying their girlfriend, what should be checked in numerology for the compatibility? And we have Miss Katie, who would like to answer this as well.
Hello, I don't know about anyone else, but in Pythagorean numerology, we have the soul urge or a heart's desire number. I use that for compatibility, and I found it to be quite accurate because the soul urge number is what makes you happy, what you really want from life fundamentally.
With this, we move on to Mr. MGK, who would like to also address this question.
Yeah, madam. I totally, mostly agree with what Mr. Joshi, chairman, just said. Totally agree. Mostly I'll agree, but with little, the explanation. So as Joshi said, 3 points will be there in triangle. JCG. So the first thing is birth date and name number. These two, according to my system or anybody's system, it speaks about the character. This is 50% it gives. Secondly, life path or destiny gives 50% marks. So the boy and girls are there. First will match. Suppose name to name. Only one is name to name or birthday to birthday. That reflects character. 50 marks. And secondly, life path to life path, another 50 marks will be there. Because these are both are the same. Birth date and name number both speaks about their mentality and their amicability or the friendship, whatever you call it. We take any one. If both matches, well and good. Birthday to birthday and name to name and destiny to destiny is also it's good. So that's how we calculate. The question comes, just now I said 50 to 50%. Suppose only 50% tallies, what will happen? If not 100%, only 50%. Name to name matches or birthday to birthday matches. So that is in love affairs, what will happen? I like Amitabh, you like Amitabh. I like ice cream, you like ice cream. After marriage, after 6 months, they fight like anything. If the destiny is not matched, say after 1 or 2 years, they get separated. If the destiny is strong and the name number and birth number not matches, daily they will fight. The funny thing is, neighbors will go for betting. Definitely next month this couple going to be divorced. Next month they will be continuously betting, but they don't get separated. Daily they quarrel, daily they fight, they never get separated because their life path, their destiny number is so tight, exactly like 3 and 6 or 6 and 9, we have got some friendly numbers. When it matches, they remain forever, they don't get separated. This was my research. Or to daily sir. I totally agree with Chairman.
We also have inputs coming from Mr. Yusuf.